Hello, my name is Ashley Smith, and in an effort to kind of take away some of the questions about teachers and mandated reporting, I have completed this presentation to answer a few questions. Let's get into it. Who is a mandated reporter? So, a mandated reporter is an individual who is legally required to report any suspected cases of child abuse or neglect to the appropriate authorities. It's going to be anybody that works with children. Teachers, school administrators, counselors, healthcare providers, social workers, law enforcement officers are all required to be mandated reporters. The responsibilities of a mandated reporter. These individuals are in positions where they may observe signs of abuse or neglect in children, and they are obligated to act if they may have reasonable cause to suspect that a child is being harmed. Teachers play a vital role as they often are more up close and personal with kids and students on a daily basis, and they may see things and changes in behavior or physical signs, even bruises, cuts that indicate potential abuse or neglect. Some of the different signs of abuse and neglect. We have physical abuse, the intentional use of force that results in injury or harm to a child. This would be hitting, kicking, burning, or anything else physically to harm a child. There's emotional abuse. This is anything that's going to harm their emotional well-being and development. So constantly being criticized, rejected, being threatened, or having love withheld from them is all things that are going to mess with their mental development. Another is sexual abuse. So this is going to be any activity with a child, including inappropriate touching, exploitation, or exposure to sexual content. It can also include grooming behaviors by an adult towards a child. Neglect. Now, this occurs when a caregiver does not provide for a child's basic needs, which could be food, shelter, clothing, medical care, education, or even emotional support. This can lead to significant harm to the child's health and development. Recognizing these types of abuse and neglect is crucial for mandated reporters to ensure the safety and well-being of children. Now, some potential red flags that teachers may see in students. Sudden changes in behavior. So, the popular student that came in and was very engaged and outgoing at school is suddenly withdrawn, anxious, pardon me, or have sudden mood changes. Excuse me, I apologize. On the other hand, a previously quiet student all of a sudden has a short fuse, can be disruptive, overly aggressive. All of a sudden, they are no longer at school and they have always been there every day. They are coming in late. All of these can be signs that they are not getting adequate care at the home. Now, another more obvious one is going to be unexplained injuries or physical signs. So, teachers can notice more bruises, cuts, or other injuries on a student, and the child's kind of giving you an excuse for the injury that seems kind of off. That can be a red flag for physical abuse. And recognizing these signs can help teachers take action to ensure that the safety and well being of their students is being taken care of. Now, what does the law require of mandated reporters who are teachers? The number one thing is to report the suspected abuse or neglect. The teachers are required to report it to the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services hotline that is listed on this slide, the number. The report needs to be made as soon as possible within 24 hours of the suspicion. Give them as much detail as you can. The child's name, age, address, and details about the suspected abuse or neglect, such as any signs, behaviors, or any comments the child has made to you. You're also going to want to document the report. Teachers need to keep a record of their observations and the report made, including the date and time of the report and any important details that may help in the investigation. Do not investigate further. As much as you want to confront the suspected abuser, we also need to refrain from doing that. Your role is to report your concerns to the appropriate authorities who are trained to handle these types of situations. Next is to understand confidentiality. Now, while the report is confidential, teachers should be aware that they may be required to cooperate with any investigations that result due to the report being made. By following these steps, the teachers do fulfill their legal obligation to protect the welfare of children and help ensure that appropriate actions are taken to address any suspected abuse or neglect. There are several different resources available to report suspected child abuse and neglect. There is the reporting hotline that I mentioned earlier. That number is posted right here again for you to call 24/7. They have trained professionals available to help you and help guide you. We have the written report. You may also be required to submit a written report. This can be done using the Child Protection Services report form, which is available on the MDHHS website. This form allows reporters to provide detailed information about the suspected abuse or neglect. The next is going to be your local Child Protective Services office. Each county in Michigan has its own CPS office that can provide additional support. So you can go in there and contact them as well for more guidance. It is important for mandated reporters to know these resources inside and out. You must ensure you have the necessary information to report suspected abuse or neglect effectively and protect our children. Now, reporting properly is super important because it is important for teachers to understand that simply informing their supervisor about suspected child abuse is not enough. While notifying a supervisor is an important step, the law requires that teachers, as mandated reporters, must report their suspicions directly to the appropriate authorities. By making the report directly, you can ensure that the information is communicated fast and accurately to those who are trained to handle such situations. Relying on a supervisor to make the report can lead to delays in intervention and may put the child at further risk. We want to get that report in as soon as possible and get that child out of a situation if that's what we need to do. And next, we have legal protections and consequences of not reporting abuse or neglect. So in Michigan, individuals who report suspected child abuse or neglect in good faith are given legal protections. This means that if a teacher or any mandated reporter believes that they may have reasonable cause to suspect abuse or neglect and they report it, they are protected from civil or criminal liability, even if the report turns out to be false. This type of protection encourages individuals to come forward without any fear or repercussions and encourages a safe environment for the child. And failing to report suspected child abuse or neglect can have serious consequences as well. Mandated reporters who do not fulfill their legal requirement to report may face legal penalties such as misdemeanor charges, which could lead to fines or imprisonment. And failing to report can also lead to disciplinary action from your employer, which could be up to and including termination. But honestly, the biggest consequence of not reporting is leaving a child in a potentially harmful situation. And lastly, I have, how does mandated reporting ensure healthy development for our youth? So mandated reporting plays a crucial role in ensuring the healthy development of youth by identifying and addressing cases of abuse and neglect. By requiring certain professionals to report their suspicions of abuse and neglect, it helps protect the children from environments that may harm their physical, emotional, and even psychological growth. Early intervention through mandated reporting helps ensure that children receive the necessary support and resources they need to be able to grow in safe and nurturing conditions. So that's what I have for you all. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave any comments or reach out to me. Thank you.